Welcome, my dear friends, for today's Tarot and Oracle pick a card reading. Yesterday, when I was meditating on the energy, I was trying to find an answer what reading might be really important in these days for people who watch my channel. And it was a little disturbing answer because I understand that this energy was the energy of new beginnings, or maybe energy of changes that you might not want to accept. And I was thinking about the title of this reading, and I realized that the best title would be for it something like how to handle those new changes or how to survive these new situations. Overall, the energy was that something happening, something actually good happening, but you don't want to go further right now because of the fear of instability, because of the lack of security maybe, or your negative idea that you lack of security. I will connect to your spiritual guides, to your higher self. I will ask for help, pretty much your soul, to answer this important question. Maybe even if current situation right now in your life is not so harsh and difficult, but you still experience that you are on this slow pace, or maybe it is a feeling of a somewhat swamp in your life, and it's difficult for you to move further. Or even it can be, as I said, something really exciting happening right now, but it's so new for you, so it's difficult to calm down. We will see. I still didn't do those readings. We'll see what will happen in those 4 groups today. And I believe that it's time to choose a group for you right now. And today we will have 4 tarot decks with 4 crystals, 4 sounds, and also I felt drawn to show you one random card out of the pile. So for the first group today we have the Children of Litha Tarot, the Clear Quartz Crystal, and the Lovers card with the following sound. For the second group we have Pastel Journey Tarot with this orange carnelian. The card is 2 of Swords and the following sound. The third group will have Tarot Cats. It is a premiere of this deck on my channel. The crystal is amethyst and the card is 10 of Cups with the following sound. For the last group for today, we have Cat Tarot with this Howlite Moon. The card is 2 of Wands and the following sound. You can pause the video here if you still didn't decide what energy is most appealing for you. I also want to remind you that it's normal to be drawn more than one pile because there would be different messages. I already can tell it looking at such a different representation of the card for each pile, right? So I'm going to start from the pile number 1 right now. Let's begin. Hi, group number 1, you chose the Lovers and the Crystal Clear Quartz. And of course, I want to talk about your energy first of all here. And this is so lovely energy, group number 1. But I can understand why it is difficult for you right now. Right now in your life happening something that involves extremely deep feelings. And it can touch questions and issues that are connected to your self-esteem, because I definitely can see here that the Lovers as an archetype of the soulmate relationships, of the beautiful and pure relationships, it is obvious for me that this archetype can touch important and deep issues in your soul right now, in your even mental state. So it is connected to your beliefs that you earned earlier in your life, and for many of you it would be beliefs exactly about relationships with extremely close person. For some it would be friendship, for others it would be lovers. And this is a beautiful energy, something in your life happening right now that allow you to open this Pandora box with your old feelings, right? And it allow you to have a chance to heal this energy. But I can understand it, why it, as I said, can be so painful, because working with heart wounds is not an easy task, right? And unfortunately, not every time when we get this chance to go through this energy, not every time when we get a chance to evolve, we use this chance, and many times we just suffer and avoid developing in this issue and avoid working on our negative beliefs on our old ones and negative emotions that we hid in our hearts. And clear quartz here already has an important message for you. Of course, it's first of all clear quartz, right? And this white color, it represents seventh chakra, crown chakra, but also it actually represents the union of all seven chakras. So I believe that the first message that you have here on how to handle your new situation, how to go through it, is the desire to gain clear, crystal clear understanding of your own desires and your own emotions. Because I see here that you experience two opposite emotions in the same time, two opposite desires in the same time. You experience love and you experience hatred. You experience desire to be with someone or desire to be with yourself. It is very important to mention here that for a big part of you, this would be the development of the relationships with yourself, because in my opinion it is absolutely the same issue as development of the relationships with my soulmate. It's pretty inseparable ideas. Still, desire to be with yourself, desire to help yourself, and on the other side, desire to avoid helping myself, desire to avoid fulfilling important desires, and again, love and hatred, peace and anxiety. Right now, it's a war inside your heart. That's what's happening. This is why I believe that you decided to choose this exactly pile today, because you need this clarity right here and right now. And I want to use Witch Oracle to look exactly on what stage is your current situation right now. Just it's already is it just started, or maybe we can see that it's not a new issue, but I believe it's not a new issue. It's something that we go through, we heal these wounds of attachment during a long period of time in our lives, and we need to go through different circles. And I want to see like what circle it is for you, right? And we have new moon, fresh start, new beginnings. Well, first of all, of course, it is just reinforces my idea that here new relationships are in play here and now, and it is a new cycle in your life. Why it should be hopeful for you and inspiring? Because with these relationships that happening here and now, it is a chance for you to start absolutely from the blank page. It is those relationships where you would be able to act in a new way. I can understand why you might be afraid that your old wounds and your old negative patterns of thoughts can affect your current relationships, and even you might be afraid that because of the old ones again, you'll be act in an old way. However, this card already reinforces the idea that you are a new person already. All your previous experiences and relationships should not affect you as much as you think. Of course, they have an effect. They already have an effect on your mind and on your emotional state right now. This is why you feel vulnerable. This is why you're like you're breathing in this way, like it's so difficult every time when you think about this new person. You just sigh desperately and you are scared of your own patterns of behavior. I want to look at your energy right now. This animal deck will tell us if you have what weaknesses or strength you have right now in this situation, what you should pay more attention for. And we have starfish in upright position, so it would represent your strength. And what first idea that comes on my mind when I see a star? Of course, it is like that you are a star. As I said, old wounds can be painful, and all understanding of your even visuals of your own behavior can be painful. However, you changed, you are a new person, and you are beautiful, not only from the outside but also from the inside. And what is more important, people see your beauty here. So it is important for you to accept and to try to trust that you should not do anything additional to be more appealing to others. You should not work on your image or on your behavior in the desire to be more desirable because you already did a huge job previously on this theme. I believe that it would be more important for you to focus your attention on your emotional side. So your appearance is your power here. Trust in your appearance and don't think that you should be, don't be so focused on it right now. It is not about your appearance. You're already a very interesting person for those whom you consider interesting for yourself. And here we have additional card of balance, which tells me that, yeah, definitely you need to start working on and increasing your other values rather than just your appealing behavior and your visuals here. And of course, card of the balance is the green color and is connected to our heart chakra. And I believe that heart chakra is the main chakra for this your life lesson that you're going through. And you need to learn how to bring more balance in your life. And this will allow you to manage these huge waves of energies that are affecting you right now. So if you are experiencing problems on your emotional side, how you can balance it with grounding, how you can balance it with working with the material side of your life. First of all, of course, with your body. And now I want to look at the tarot deck that I decided to choose, right? To see the full picture here, we will left our oracles near us. So our main question is how to handle this new situation, how to survive it, how to help yourself in the best possible way, and what you should know about this situation also. This is a complex question, and we will have complex answer. We have for you the Devil, Four of Swords, which makes sense, absolutely. The Sun, it's so beautiful. You already have something very important. Three of Swords. The Page of Wands. The Ace of Cups. Two cards here. Wait a second. The Nine of Cups and the Nine of Swords. There were two cards. Let's put it like this. Wow. Oi, everything is so not straight. So I definitely can see that your all wounds, your all resentment playing a huge role in your current situation here and now. And what is worse, it's not that only your all past trauma that is activated here, but your current actions only worsening real situation that's happening here. It's like that your desire to hide your emotions, desire to be free from your emotions, even tiredness from the issue that is connected to relationship, to the love overall, makes you repress your emotions and your desires, and unfortunately it manifests itself in the it can manifest itself in your dreams or even nightmares, and your actions that harm you, that might tells us about your addictive, dependable behavior, something that doesn't serve you very well, and it disrupts your discipline, and it disrupts your way of life that you were building before this situation came in the play. There are also good omens here with this sun and the Nine of Cups. I believe that it is a huge sign that you already have something in your arms that you desire, and you already experience this confidence that you, and right now you don't want to accept it, exactly because you are so tired from the past ideas that doesn't serve you anymore. There is a huge need in the rest, and it's a huge need in self-care that would be connected to your emotions. Even I can see here a need for crying. If you will allow yourself to cry out loud, to be desperate outside, to take all your emotions that you're trying to hide from yourself and put them outside, it will allow you to break the seal right now that you're trying to use to block your energies inside you. And I know why you don't want to go through those energies again and again, because it's not a new situation in your life. Something like this happened already before, but right now, again, with this sun and Nine of Cups, I see a strong reinforcement and support. It's a huge, beautiful omen that you will be able to go through those emotions and those wounds if you, and you will be able to maintain this balance that we saw earlier in our reading. Because while you are avoiding your emotions, your even tears and your positive desires, while you try to shut them down, it only disrupts your balance. For example, it is okay to desire to be with someone even if you don't believe that they are a good person for you, that they are the best person for you. It's just important to accept this desire, to say, yes, I have this desire to be with this person. Yes, I understand that this person is not the best one for me. For example, it's just an example, right? I know it, and I also know that I also don't want to be with them. Like, you can have desire and undesire. Opposite. What is opposite for desire? At the same moment, you can have desire to be with someone and not to be with this person in the same moment. And as confusing as it is, the worst thing is trying to not only to choose one of those two desires, but to make myself think that the other desire does not exist. Do you understand it? Do you get it, right? Because with the devil and the page of, why I exactly use this example that there is not the best person for you as you think, I think about the devil and your understanding that this person or this situation or this behavior from yourself doesn't serve you well. It is not something that you want to be with further in your life. It's not something that you want to be connected. However, right now, with the devil energy and Page of Wands, unfortunately for you, it is a strong desire. It is a desire of, it is a fiery, it is maybe even lust for some of you, right? And you're so tired from this shit. You're so tired to be affected by those strong desires. And to overcome those desires, you need to connect to your energies, because you need to feel and understand all levels of your emotional situation here. And I believe that any expression of your straightforward thoughts, emotions, and desires will help you. We will look deeper right now with the other oracle cards to your additional suggestions. But I won't be surprised if we will have something like suggestion for journaling or for any type of arts, because you so much block your self-expression from the fear that when you will learn about yourself, I'm not sure you won't need those games with yourself anymore. I believe you need the courage and you need clarity and understanding that you already have the support. The support and Nine of Cups, what's important, it is a solitary card, right? We have 10 of Cups with the like full family situation, happiness. But Nine of Cups is like, I enjoy my own feelings and I accept all my feelings, and positive and negatives, and this is my power with octopus. This morning I was watching a video from Happy Twins 1111 from Charlotte, and I asked for a sign, and it was an octopus, and I saw it right in the second card of the reading. And an octopus, as Charlotte said today, represents our clinging to emotions, to situations. So maybe it is difficult for you to go through those wounds. However, it is time. I already see with those important major arcana, the lovers, the devil, the sun, that it's time for you to change. It's time for you to purge, to cleanse this situation with your clear quartz also. It reinforces this message that I'm feeling right now. So we have for you Sekhmet, courage, truth, shadow work. I just told you, you need courage. Courage, sorry for my French English. I have no idea why I speak like this, but it's okay. So, and of course we can see here, she is on the lion, and definitely it is a representation of the strength card, right? So you need the courage to accept pain that you experienced earlier, and you need the courage to accept the truth. That yes, it is true, you don't need this devil. Yes, it is true, you're feeling right way, that you don't want to experience those emotions anymore. Shadow work, absolutely. You need to do a shadow work on your shadow aspect that has this painful attachment style. And in my opinion, it's more like anxious attachment style for you. But it doesn't matter what exactly, which one. You have to work on this. Like, you have to put your time in it, not just waiting for the miracle that it somehow will just change, or the time will pass and you will go through this. Of course it can be like this, but right now cards and like stars tell you that you have this chance to go through important and deep wounds in your life. An additional card for you is Moonbeam. You are on the right path. So if you're already working on this wound, it is an important reinforcement for you that everything that you already did in this situation was the right, were right actions. Don't judge yourself, and please don't blame yourself if you acted somehow not in a perfect way. If you judge yourself for how you communicated with this person, or again, for those of you for whom it is love for yourself, if you judge yourself for the actions, not really beneficial actions, right, for yourself, stop doing this, please. Even your harmful actions that you did for the past maybe few weeks, they were important for you because they allowed you to increase motivation to work on this theme. Please stop judging yourself. This is so important. And we have more oracle cards for you. I feel a desire to use Starseed Oracle. And also, I really feel a desire to use my Rose Oracle, new Oracle from Rebecca Campbell. I still didn't use it because I just received it, but I definitely feel that we will use it for you today. Another suggestion for you, important message is a new earth. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. Your rebirth happening right now. Please don't give up. All previous times when you were connected to this issue with relationships, with self-love, with self-worth, all those battles for light, they were important and vital for your development. And don't be discouraged that you still didn't feel powerful enough, and you still didn't feel enough love for yourself so that this problem won't bother you. You had huge, important experience with all previous steps and with all previous tries on this path. And every tear that you had with previous relationships and with this situation was for the good and was for the better for you, for the purpose. Every tear served as another additional percentage of energy that you put into solving this situation. And I think I understand why I want to use this Rose Oracle, because this Oracle contains a very deep motherly, feminine, and of course lovably energy inside it. When I was connecting to this oracle and I was trying to feel it and to understand how I can use it in my work, the strong connection to my mother line emerged in my mind, and I understand it that, you see, I even like how gentle I touching it. It's unconscious feeling of this connection to my mother line, to my grandmother and grandmother, and to all of them. And I believe that Rebecca Campbell definitely did this oracle from the same energy. And we were on the oracle activation on the 8th of March. This happened this year. And I saw how Rebecca was explaining how she created this oracle. And I believe this is why I was able to feel this energy so deep. And as I said, now I understand why I want to use it in your reading, because I want to give you a virtual, energetic hug from my heart as a woman, as a feminine energy. I want to just hug you and to allow my heart to sing near yours and to sing like lullaby for you. If you're crying, if you're desperate, if you're tired, I want to show you that love exists, and my love responds and reacts on your love. Because all those energies that I'm reading today, with all this chaotic situation and overthinking, it just shows me how powerful you are, how strong you are. It's just that your powers, your strong and huge desire to be loved and to give your love, this is the most important thing. This is what you should pay attention for. The fact that you still didn't learn how to use these powers, it is not so important. You know, you are already in a process of learning, of mastering those energies. It's just the matter of time and the matter of how you'll be able to Use your courage in current situation. It's the matter of, will you be able to look straightforwardly on your hidden energies? Will you be able to accept your shadow work connected to the self-worth and self-love here? Let's see. The crowning, initiation, thresholds, birth, rebirth, as set at a table. It is a process of rebirthing for you right now. And this card also suggests to work maybe on your wounds connected to the process of birthing into this world. There are several different psychic works that can allow to go through the process of birthing again. I just today was talking about this with my client when we did psychological work, and I explained him how I went through one of those rituals, and it was very inspiring for me. So I see here that if you heard about this or you were thinking about something like this, the magic ritual that would allow you to go through your personal birthing again will help you. And also for young mothers, for the mothers who become mothers not so long time ago, maybe 1 year or 2 years. That's what I mean by young mother, like new mothers. For the new mothers, this can also tell me about the importance of understanding of how the love for your child connected to the love for yourself and for your desperate need to be connected to the another human being. I have no idea what I just said, and it's beautiful. Because when something like this happened, I definitely know that it was straightforward channeling. And for some of you, it was so important. Every time I'm so excited. And another card for you is Rapture. Sensuality, love, devotion, romance, ecstasy, and pleasure. You also, please remember that your sexual desires are valuable as any other desires that you have. It is normal and it is divine even to have a desires that are connected to your first chakras. It is okay to want something like this. And if you, for example, masturbating and thinking about something, I mean like pure love or someone concretely, and after masturbating you are crying because you are alone, this is an important reminder for you that touching yourself and giving yourself sexual pleasure should not be connected with the fear of loneliness and with negative feelings that nobody ever will fulfill my desires, and thoughts like why I'm still alone, I so much want to be with someone who can give me this pleasure. Just an important side note, okay? So if you experience sexual desire, be proud of it, accept it, give yourself what your body needs. Like maybe it's important for you to clean the energy around your sexual desires. With the Page of Wands and the Devil that we saw here, the major part of your current problems with relationships could be because you should separate ideas of sex and dependency on the other person. Like sexual desires are desires of our body, and you don't need someone else to fulfill them, first of all. And of course, if you want to have sexual connection with the other person, and this is what your soul wants, you should not be so focused on the sexual part. You should be more focused on the idea that I want sincere relationships with someone with whom I can be vulnerable and with whom I can open my heart and my body, right? So even for this card, I can make absolutely new and huge reading, just talking about this idea. But it's just like a reminder for you that you have some issues. Your shadow work definitely should be connected to your understanding of pleasure, of sexual ideas, and on your dependency from other person, or your dependency from the idea that you are dependable on other person in this issue, right? It's very important for if you want to work through this situation. I can recommend you to do the, again, sensual work that will be connected to like touching yourself and giving yourself pleasure without actively thinking about other people or anything that give you sexual arousal. So the idea is to be extremely focused on your body and touch yourself and feel yourself and be intimate with yourself. Like, it's a huge, powerful meditation. The questions may arise like, do you feel yourself sensual, sexual? Does your body give you the pleasure and interest? Or you cannot feel sexual arousal while you are touching yourself and while you are thinking about only yourself and your body. This can give you a big base for this part of work. And to end this reading, I felt a desire to work with the self-care oracle, because we were talking about balance here and the heart chakra, right? And I just want to give you straightforward suggestions on how you can bring more balance here and now, even today, what you can implement today with your self-care, so it allows you to bring more balance, and it will give you more power to work on your shadow aspects, and it will allow you to go through current situation easier, right? And we have here, write a gratitude list. Did I said that I won't be surprised if we will find something connected to creativity and to writing? I remember I said it, definitely. Pleasure. I mean, yeah, pleasure, definitely. You are avoiding this issue in an important, like, let me think a little. Some of you, on the first view, are not avoiding this issue and give yourself pleasure, exactly sexual pleasure, but it is important to understand from what perspective and from what motivation are you giving yourself this pleasure. Clarity and connection to higher chakras should be in this process, not only just straightforward animalistic desire. Because I love how this even card here, we can see how different colors, different energy, right, moving through her body. And of course we start from the first chakra and we go through till the like last color of chakra. And I see here like those different colors of hearts, all this colorful situation. It just shows me that you should give yourself a ritual of pleasure where you will open for yourself how you feel yourself and how you think about yourself. And of course, important part of your gratitude list should be about your body, your worth as a human who wants to have pleasure, who wants to have good relationships. Definitely, wow, my head is spinning right now. This is a strong energy. Please, I'm begging you, don't be shy, don't be embarrassed of your desires. Are they connected to sexual energy or not? It doesn't matter. Desires for love, desires for pleasure on all levels. Another one is sound healing. And it can be as a classical sound healing with those beautiful bowls, but actually it also can be connected to the finding and tuning into the music that will allow you to shift your energies here and now and make a vision board. This definitely connected to the idea of balancing here, because if you will be too focused on this situation and you will deplete other needs, this will not allow you to go through this faster, definitely. But making your vision board or connecting to your vision board again can help you to change this stagnant energy, this tension that is growing every day, definitely. Let's see. I believe that those would be all messages for you, my beautiful group number 1 for today. Thank you for allowing me to read your energy. I feel this soul connection to you definitely right now. And as I said before, I wanted to give you a heart and I'm sending you this energy of hug. And this my feminine energy wants to connect to your feminine energy to allow it to open more in you. And if you feel some resonating with those messages, if something was interesting and inspiring for you, I want to ask you, please support my channel and support my work by commenting, liking, subscribing, and of course sharing with others any of my videos. It would be really important for me, and I trust that our energies can work together, and I will help you and you will help me. Thank you once again and see you next readings. Namaste. Bye. Welcome, my dear group number 2. You chose Two of Swords and Carnelian. And first of all, of course, I want to tell you about the energy of the card that you chose. And it is the energy of the difficult decision. That it is difficult only because you don't want to take this cover from your eyes. If you will put your swords down for a few moments and take your cover, you'll be able to see more clear and you'll be able to go through this difficult decision easier. With the Carnelian energy that also was interesting for you, I can see here that it is important to pay attention to your first 3 chakras, root chakra, sacral chakra, and your solar plexus chakra, and because all those energies will help you to ground your energy more. We have different cards in tarot that represents decision time, but Two of Swords connected to your mental state. And it is, if it is difficult for you to decide because you don't understand where is information from your heart and where is information from your head, grounding processes, grounding rituals can help you to solve this energetic difficulty here. And I want to look at some oracle cards to tell you what is the current stage of your problem that you want to go through, that you want to survive right now. Is it already something, is it something new? And maybe it's something that you were working on for quite some time. And we have for you Crescent Moon. Keep moving forward, you got this. So I definitely can say that it's not something extremely new for you. It is the issue that you were already working on in the past. And this card just want to support you that everything that you were doing before to go through this difficult decision was important, and it will give you more reasons and give you more base more strong base to make this decision in the end. Nothing that you did before went to the trash, if I can say like this. I just feel here the strong support energy. Don't give up and don't feel discouraged that you are still. Oi! Okay. Very fast Scorpion energy here, that you're still didn't decide and didn't choose something here. With Scorpion energy, because it is in an upright card, I see that it is your power that you should pay more attention, and you can use this power to solve your situation. So Scorpion, of course, can talk about the psychic abilities, the inner guidance that you have, your inner understanding that something is off here. If you have a desire to avoid someone or some situation in your life, if you have a desire to defend yourself, it's a good desire. Don't think that it is something that you overthinking right now. Like your acute sensations that Scorpio represents, they can help you to defend yourself, and don't be afraid to demonstrate your power in current situation, and don't be afraid to be bold and harsh even. Because if you are right now not sure how you need to put yourself in, maybe it's connected to some relationships in your life, the other person is involved, don't be afraid to be, as I said, harsh, and demonstrate them your clear boundaries, and demonstrate them that you can be in some way dangerous if they will cross those boundaries. An additional card for you, we have Magic. Of course, it just reinforces our Scorpion mystical energy, right? So definitely it's not only about your powers, but it's also about your intuition. And magic just tells me that it is something that is off right now in you. It is something that blocks your connection to your intuition. Magic with purple color and our crown chakra and third eye chakra here. So those are your inner powers. You are you have psychic abilities, you have strong intuition, but now right now it is blocked because you have some disturbances in your higher chakras. If you will ground energy of your higher chakras down to the earth, it will give you this strong base, and your overthinking that is playing a big role right now will start to decrease. And now we're going to use your tarot deck that you chose today, our Pastel Journey tarot deck, to see in your situation. And we will ask these cards to tell us exactly how you can survive your current situation, what do you need to do to overcome current circumstances, and what energies are in play right now in your situation. And we have for you Ace of Pentacles, the World, Five of Cups, King of Swords, the situation connected to job, Three of Cups, Strength, the Star, and Justice. First of all, of course, I want to mention how many major arcana we have today. The World, Strength, the Star, and Justice. 4 out of 8. It's really important to mention because definitely the situation, new circumstances that you are currently working with, they are extremely important for your overall development. It's not just something... the lesson that you're currently going through is important for you, and if it is something annoying for you, if you're tired from going through this lesson, I just want to encourage you and tell you that unfortunately you won't be able to avoid this growth. You have to learn lesson. You have to learn how to do decisions and how to trust your intuition even in the moments when you are not so sure in yourself. However, I'm really happy that you have your strength card here in this animal oracle deck that just supports you and tells me that you are, first of all, powerful. Second, you need to trust that you are powerful. So as I said, I feel here energy of career situation, job situation, and with Ace of Pentacles and the World, this is something, this can be like the end of your career or one of the job places and the beginning of the new one, or it can be your decision to change your perspective on how you do your work. And your older resentment and your older pattern of behaviors do not allow you right now to step into your powers. And actually, your mind is your strong side. I see here that your mind is so strong because your psychic abilities are also strong. What I mean by that is that your seventh chakra, your crown chakra, is highly activated pretty much all your life. And it allowed you to be fast learner in many things. But unfortunately, when there is so much energy and there is lack of grounding and you don't pay enough attention to your lower chakras, it can go against you. So here I can see that you lack some of important knowledges on how to work with your feelings, and your friendship can help you. People who support you, people who are your allies, or those who share same values in your life can definitely help you to accept this new approach in your work or go through the first stage in your new job. You are, or even maybe it is this, you still didn't decide exactly, do you want to jump in, do you want to let go of the past, but the new beginning is so tempting for you here and now. And I see that connecting to your friends, or should be somehow connected to your friends. Maybe it is an offer that comes through your inner circle for you right now, and it's really tempting for you. To be honest, your current situation demonstrates me strong and strong positive energies. It's more like you are not deeply suffering here, but it is uncomfortable for you to go through this process of decision. It's more like that you, with the star and the strength and the justice, you already gained huge understanding of the divine trust, or trust in the divine. You know that everything is working for you. At least you understand it on the mind level. Oh, I'm sorry that my camera is shaking so much. I just saw it, but I will try to do it more careful. So, as I said, like, your mind help you to solve your problems, and the problem here is that you rely too much on your mind and you rely too much on the strength of yourself, and it is important to shift your perspective from the airy energy, high and mystical energy, towards something grounded and towards your balance in the heart chakra, because heart chakra right in the middle of the higher and lower chakras, right? So the star and justice, this is a good omen for you here. I see that the decision that you're going to make, something that you feel more closer to, is the right decision, and moreover, it will allow you to go further towards your dream here, towards your huge manifestation. It will serve you for the better, and even obstacles that you're going to meet on this path, they won't be so difficult for you as you might think right now, and they will allow you to increase your strength. Definitely, I see that decision that you're going to make, even if you are not sure right now, would be the best decision for you. It's a powerful reading here. It's just more like you decided to click on this video because you just wanted the support and reassurance that what you're thinking about, what you're feeling about right now is the right thing. And let's look to additional oracle cards that will give you some suggestions on how you should work on your current energy, how you can support yourself more, and what you should pay attention more for. Cast a circle. Healthy boundaries are crucial for growth. And I decided to separate this deck on 3 different parts because there are 3 different suits and they give different ideas. Coven, power of sisterhood. With the Three of Cups, that's what I was talking about right now, right? This is a strong recommendation for you to connect to your people. Talk with them, explain them your desires, explain them your fears. It's not that maybe not they will help you, maybe not their suggestions will help you, but the fact that you're talking about your ideas. And you know what? With this strength, I actually, with the star also, because we can see the star right in the middle of the Leo's forehead, this tells me about your big, huge plans in your life. It's like the desire to achieve the best of the best that is possible. And it's like the desire to get enlightened, you know? My desire. So it's not only that you want to be an artist, but you want to be a world known artist, right? Or something like this. It's a metaphor, of course. It is important for you to talk about your desires without fear to be judged, because you feel this unease and inability to be confident and straightforward because you are not sure that it is exactly what you want. What I mean by this, so you're sure 100% that those desires are the most important in your life. However, because you don't allow yourself to talk about it more, it still seems for you like a mystic, you know, like just something that doesn't have any material means to be implemented. It's more like a dream in your life rather than a goal, something that is possible to achieve. That's what I mean by that. I'm sorry if it sounded a little messy, but the fact is that if you will talk about it, this will help you to make it more real, even just by talking about it. And you will gain more access to those powers inside you that already exist here and now. Those energies are already here. You don't need to wait to achieve them. With cast a circle, with healthy boundaries are crucial for growth, I see here that you spend too much energy on solving problems of others. And you don't take help from others, but you act as a problem solver for those who are near you. And it's important, in my opinion, that we have exactly a knife here. And with this strong energy of swords, like Justice, King of Swords, Two of Swords, your overall energy, it's like that you need to take control over your mind and over your worries for other people or person in your life. They will be able to help themselves by themselves. Please, if it's something, stop pleasing, thinking that you're helping. This is what's important. Let's see what else we have in oracle cards for you today. Abundance. Prepare yourself for incoming abundance. Release any mental blocks you might have. In fairyland and human land, there is enough abundance for everyone. This is a shadow work that you have to pay attention for. Flourish. The lotus flower fairy tells you to learn from experience and shed your inner light on any unclear areas of your life or those of others. And wait for winter. During the colder months, the fairy queen of winter will help you manifest your most heartfelt wishes, as long as your intentions are for the highest good of all. Maybe it is for some of you could be significant that this card talks about winter, and this actually looks like spring and this like summer. So it depends. It's just connected. You should listen to your intuition, what resonates in you more. But with flourish and with abundance, I see here, as I said, this importance of shadow work that are connected to the prosperity and to the understanding of your abundance. It is more like you should understand that you deserve to do what you want to do. You deserve all your desires. If you want to be a worldwide star, those desires are important. It is another part of the issue. Will you be able to achieve this? It's like different aspect. But to have this desire means to deserve it already, this energy of this desire, because while going through the obstacles and circumstances towards this desire, you will be able to definitely find what exactly is the best for you. But all strong desires are important and you have to accept them and respect them. And as I said, this flourish is like an invitation to shed your inner light on any unclear areas of your life. It is an invitation to look at your shadow aspect, to look at your indecisiveness and some resentment towards yourself from the past, to look at them with love and with the desire to accept yourself, even if you are not perfect, and even if right now you think that it is stupid to desire to wish what you're wishing. As I said, with the weight of for winter, it could be that it is a significant message for some of you that what you are waiting can happen in the winter. But for others, it is more like the energy, this crystal clear energy of winter, and this suggestion to not be afraid of the period of stagnation, of the period of waiting, and don't be so greedy to solve absolutely everything here and now. Because the pace and even this indecisiveness here, it is something that you need to go through right now. And it is an important part of your inner, deeper quest of achieving your main goals. The Starseed Oracle tells you to loosen your grip, coping mechanisms, density, addiction, let God in. So about losing your grip, as I said, can be connected to greediness that you experience, and exactly greediness do not allow you to choose the right path because you want same things in the same moment, right? But it is important to end something before you start something new. You can't continue doing both things in the same moment. So with this one, it might be extremely important suggestion to quit one of your addictions right now. It can be the answer for your problem right here and right now. What I mean by that, quit Instagram, quit sugar, quit, I don't know, alcohol. I know how difficult it is. My first specialization as psychologist is exactly working with addictions, so don't be right now mad at me that I'm telling it so easily. If there is only one person who knows about addictions, it's me, because I also went through alcohol, drug, food, social media and relationship addictions by myself. I went through them. It took me many years it actually took me only 1 month to refuse from alcohol and drugs. However, it took me many more years to understand how to eat food normally and how to quit social media. So I get it that it can be very, very difficult. But I also know that it can be very, very easy. As I said, it took me 1 month, for example, for drugs and alcohol. In a way, it's not appropriate to use the words easy or difficult for the situation of addictions. I think it's not appropriate to use those words because who said that it was easy, right? Yes, it took me 1 month, but recovery process. So what I mean by this, 2 months ago, I decided to quit Instagram, at least. And I had the problems with my Instagram for many years already. So it was a difficult time of preparation for this action and for this decision. But when the time has come, I suddenly strongly realized that I'm lying to myself and I actually do not have any possibility to use Instagram for the good. Every time when I try to use it to help, for example, my business grow or something like this, every time I end up scrolling endlessly and my anxiety levels rise, and all this different shit that you might be very familiar with if you have social media addiction, internet addiction. So the decision to quit it once and forever, in the same week after I decided to do it, my energy level increased so much, my confidence in myself increased so much, so that it was absolutely easy for me to continue without Instagram at all. And maybe this is what blocking your current stage in your life, blocking your decision and your next step forward. Because something that you're using right now is a broken coping mechanism that blocks your vision and do not allow you to become this big and very, very important someone. And this is another suggestion from my soul, from my perspective. I just feel the need to share it with you. If you really have this desire to be this important someone, let's call it like this, you have to understand that the most valuable and impactful people in our history, they had to sacrifice many different things to be able to use their gifts and to be able to change the world. And sometimes you need to sacrifice something that doesn't serve you, as your addiction, for example. And it would be like the easiest, in a way, sacrifice that we can imagine, because you sacrifice something that already harming you, right? And you gaining only best things. So it is important to work with your self-worth, with your self-pityness, with your understanding why you use your addictions and how they serve you, and does they serve you at all, and understanding of your self-sabotage behavior and the fact that you're lying yourself that everything can be solved without your attention. Not everything, sorry, of course not everything, but some situations can be solved without your attention. It's not true. You have to pay attention, you have to put your work in it. And the last oracle cards for you that I want to draw right now is a self-care oracle. Those would be suggestions that you can just try to use today or tomorrow, and they will help you to shift energies if it is difficult for you to implement this refusal from addiction right here and right now. I don't like actually how it looks like everything. I just don't know why. But that's okay. It's because I'm doing this reading without concrete schema that I was working on before. I wanted to make it more intuitive. That's why it sometimes doesn't work so beautiful as those that I'm preparing, like I'm looking on how cards will lie together and all this stuff. So, your self-care suggestions that will help you to shift energy right here and right now. First one, hydrate. My dear friend, my lovely human being, I'm begging you, please hydrate. It's so important. And health checkup. Okay. Group number 2, please stop avoiding your body. And even if you have such a beautiful plans for your future, if you won't work on the current material needs, this will not end in the best way for you. You definitely won't be able to achieve all those beautiful plans if you will continue deprecate your body needs. And also, I'm begging you, please don't be afraid of doctors or checking up. If you have some chronic problems, I know how it might be annoying to go to the doctor again and again, but I'm begging you, group number 2, it's for the better. It's better to learn about your results earlier than later. The last one is meditate. Absolutely. With disturbances and with such a strong and huge energy of your 7th chakra and 3rd eye chakra, meditation should be part of your life. And I feel here that you forget about it, or you still didn't implement the everyday meditation practice in your life. And being such a strong intuitive person as you, mystical person as you, having those huge powers in yourself, it is your duty. It is something that you have to do. It's not a question of do you want to do it or not. It's like your bodily need even, because chakras are not only energetical centers, right, but they also connected to our real inner organs. So meditation that will bring balance to your higher chakras will, and here I can see even this grounding, of course, because she's sitting on the ground first of all. So these meditation practices, you need them as a mental and spiritual self-care, right? It's like cleaning your body, cleaning your energy, cleaning your mental situation. It's so important for you, because if you will continue avoiding meditations, it will make you more and more irritated, and fears will arise, deeper old fears. It's important to see here that energies that I was reading before, as I said, you have such a beautiful reading with those information, right? You are powerful, you want important things, you have even chances. Chances are already near you, you can use them, but these like problems that you're going through right now, connected to self-deprecation and to desire to avoid important needs, first of all, health needs, your body needs, that should be addressed. You cannot move forward on a huge speed without giving yourself a maintenance, right? If I'm using this word right. So please, dear group number 2, just slow down a little, stop your greediness for a few seconds. Let your mind be more clear due to avoiding of additional stimulations from your addictions. You can actually, I will give you this little tip, it might help you. Try to do an experiment. Try to let go your addictive behavior for 1 month. Just tell yourself, it would be only 1 month. After 1 month, I will come back if I want. And what's more important, be sincere with yourself and honest, and don't judge yourself if you will come back, because it was like your decision to do it only for 1 month. It won't go anywhere. Results of this work, of this experiment, they will go to your bank account of development. What I mean by that is that I did a lot of social media detox before for the last year, and that helped me to gain more and more clarity and understanding that when I do social media detox, I become stronger. When I don't do it, I become weaker. I did this for 3-4 times, and after this, I gained enough knowledge and enough motivation to quit social media at all. So, dear group number 2, those are all messages for you today from me. Thank you for allowing me to read your energy. And if something resonated in you and was interesting for you, I want to ask you to support my channel. And you can do it by commenting, liking, subscribing, and of course, sharing with others. And I definitely believe that if we will help each other, it will allow my energies and your energies increase in a way that it would be work in a community with allies, with supporting each other and all those beautiful energies together. If you get something that I'm talking about right now. Anyway, let's see you in next reading, and bye. Welcome group number 3. You chose 10 of Cups with Cat Tarot deck and Amethyst. And first message for you today will be connected to your overall situation that you're going through right now, right? And the title of this video is how to survive those changes or how to handle this new situation. But with your 10 of Cups, I actually can see that it is something positive happening in your life. Something that bring you many different things, but mostly positive. However, I can understand how it might be difficult to go through something exciting, because excitement and nervousness are very similar emotions, as we know. And exactly because we have Amethyst here, which sometimes can represent sobriety of mind and emotions, and 10 of Cups, of course, can sometimes talk about actually alcohol or other different substances that we use to change our consciousness, to change our state of mind. So I believe that it is a message for you that it is important for you to avoid liquids and substances that can change your state of mind for this period of time, closer period of time, because even if there are some celebrations happening in your life, or if you're preparing for something important, something big as a marriage, for example, you should be conscious about how you're trying to manage your positive and plus negative emotions. Because again, if we will take marriage as an example, but of course you can stretch this metaphor on your personal situation, it's just easier to understand through this metaphor of marriage for me, because I remember how nervous was my sister when she was preparing for her marriage for this day. And it was, I can't say that it was extremely happy time for her. However, of course, she was extremely happy or kind of overall, because she waited for this day so much in her life. So of course, 10 of Cups tell us that it is a positive situation, but please be careful, because actually, as a psychologist, I can tell you that we more used to cope with strong negative feelings than with strong positive feelings, while it is pretty much the same thing. Positive and negative feelings is just how we what perspective do we gain on these sensations in our body? You know, like nervousness, as I said, and excitement on biological level is the same emotion, but we choose how to feel excited or nervous. So I want to look at this oracle cards to tell you what stage of this situation you are in right now. And we have Dark Moon, pause and rest. You deserve it. So I believe that you are in a stage where you need to pause, as we see here in this card. And the suggestion to pause and rest happening because you are too overwhelmed with all those preparations, with all those overthinking. Actually, again, for some of you, I can see moving to other place as your 10 of Cups, something that you waited for so long, or even a new career opportunity, and you already spent so much time for this preparation. You started to overthink, and with Dark Moon and Pause and Rest, yes, you already did a lot. Right now, allow universe to do what she has to do. You need to ease a little your desire to control absolutely every little thing here. And with this animal oracle, we will see, do you have any strength? Yes, and we have upright card Zebra, and it is your strength here. And of course, Zebra is a fire sign, first of all. So I see that your desires, and especially your creative desires, your creative ideas towards this situation, how you want to implement something interesting and precious in your life, they are valuable, and this is your strong side. However, on the other side, because we can see here emphasis on her third eye chakra, it is important for you to balance this energy, because again, too much overwhelming in your third eye chakra and crown chakra can cause you too much overthinking, right? And rather than listening to your creative intuition, you might start to questioning your ideas and become really irritated because of this. And the last oracle card that can give us a little more clearance on your current situation is Success. Well, for me, actually, this card of success always was in my mind connected to the 10 of Cups, because we can see this rainbow here, right? Because this is an orange card and it is connected to our sacral chakra. Same thing with Cups. In my opinion, Cups are connected to sacral because it's a water sign, water energy. All right, so this is either a promotion in your job because of the creative energy, right? This could also be that you're waiting for the birthing of something or someone. If you're a young mom, a new mom, not just young. I don't know why I confuse the word new mom and young mom. Maybe for some of you it's important. So overall, I see that it is overwhelming. It is a success that you waited so long. You put so much effort in it. You manifested it many, many days and even weeks or months, or for some of you years. And suddenly seeing it on your horizon, seeing it already near you, makes you feel so overwhelmed. You are not ready for those emotions because I see here a huge recommendation for you that you need to feel those emotions, but you, on the other side, trying to control them as you were controlling all your previous steps that lead you to your success here. This is interesting because, as I said, the name of this reading is like how to survive it, and if you were drawn to this title, that means for me that you, as I said, right now you are overwhelmed with this positivity, and it is important also to remember that even in our happiest times, there is always room for some negative feelings, and it is normal, absolutely normal and okay to feel negative feelings even when you are extremely happy, like little things. For example, being afraid that it will end. I know it's not like the best thing, right, to be afraid that it might end, but it's just how it is. It is our life, and it's better to acknowledge this fear than to ignore it and trying to play a role that you don't care. Acknowledgement of your emotions is always the best idea. Okay. First card is 9 of Wands, but here we're going to use this cat tarot deck that you decided to choose today. And I want to tell you that I'm really biased for this deck right now. I love it so much. They're so extremely cute for me, those cats. And with this tarot, we will going to see deeper into your situation, and we will have more suggestions for you. And let's open maybe some hidden energies here that we have. Nine of Wands, Six of Pentacles. Oh my gosh, I love this deck so much, but it's difficult to shuffle it in the best way because the cards are very good quality and they are strong material, but they are beautiful. They have this golden foil on the back, or on the side. I love it so much. Okay, let's go. Your reading, beautiful. Six of Swords, Page of Pentacles, everything is upright. I love it. Four of Pentacles, Temperance in reverse, the Tower, and Five of Pentacles. Definitely, we see so many pentacles here, and it's interesting that your main card for the reading is Ten of Cups, the biggest cups card, if we can say like this. However, in your main reading, we can see only pentacles and one wand here, but also two major arcanas, which show me that the thing that you're receiving right now is important for your overall life situation. And first that catch my attention here is this Six of Wands and the Tower, because just look at those two cards. In the Tower, we can see that those cats were forced to leave their tower, right? Cat tower. And here we can see that this cat is casually and very comfortably sitting on their tower, while this dog is scared and barking on the cat because of the thunder that we can see here. And in another deck, the cat tarot deck, actually, I know it might be confusing because this is a cat tarot. No, this is a tarot cat, sorry. You see, I'm already confused. Here, look, it was the second card. So we see the same image here. I believe that it is important. I don't know why right now, but I will find it. You see, images are pretty similar, but here it's like connection to those two images here, because they scared because of the thunder. So what it'll tell us here? I believe that it will tell us that your tower moment that is happening right now, or that is going to happen in the closest, like nearest future, maybe this week, will be accepted by you. You will go through it with confidence, with calmness. You are ready for this tower moment. Many people hate tower card. However, in my opinion, it's one of the best cards that can be in my personal reading when I do reading for myself, because I hate lie and self-sabotage, and I'm always scared of it, because when I'm lying to myself, I'm lying to myself. That's why I have no idea where is my lie right now. I just can see consequences of this lie, and I can feel that something is off, but because I'm lying so well to myself, it's extremely difficult to understand where and what exactly is my lie. So when I see the Tower in my readings, I feel relief, because for me this card means a breakthrough through my self-lie, self-sabotage, this comfortable zone that I created for myself already, because it's time to move. It's time to move further. I should not rest right now here in this metaphoric comfort zone. What is important to mention here, we see the recommendation for you that you need pause and rest, but you always need to see difference between my comfort zone, and between real resting, because it is like when I have some duties to do, but I'm sitting and not doing anything. this is not a rest. This is this comfort zone situation that's happening. Like I'm trying to force myself to rest when I cannot actually do it because I have really extremely important duty right now. And for example, in my personal situation, it can be doing yoga. I have extremely important duty today. I have to do yoga. This is so important for my health. But I'm like, well, I'm tired. I will go to rest a little. While I definitely 100% know that if I'll do yoga in a very calm and gentle way, it would be much more better and restoring for my body than if I'll sit and scroll through my Instagram, right? Or YouTube. So choosing to scroll through Instagram, it would be this comfort zone that I created for myself with my mind. However, going and doing yoga, but in a gentle and calm way, will be real resting. I believe that you got this idea. It's very important. So it is also important to mention that we have 2 sixes here, and it is connected to the stability, idea of stability that is in question right now. And because we have temperance in reverse, I can say that you experience a huge attack of greediness in yourself right now. And this is what interrupts your communication with others, like your process of receiving or giving help to others. Of course, I don't know how I didn't mention. 4 of Pentacles also for me represent greediness in a way, but also in this deck we can see that it is 2 cats represented on this card. So it actually can be connected to, in my opinion, to jealousy, because we have 4 of Pentacles and 5 of Pentacles with Page of Pentacles here. Page of Pentacles, of course, represents the new endeavor, something that's just the new beginning in your life that connected to material aspect in your life. But also with 5 of Pentacles, I see here your negative beliefs from the past, and your fear to be left on the street, your fear that you won't be able to handle this new situation properly. This is why you're so greedy right now. This is why you're so scared that this blessing might end in the closest future. And with 9 of Wands that are reinforced by 4 of Pentacles, it's like a message that you have to go into this dark forest here that we can see on this card. It is like your closet inside your soul where you store your shadow aspects, and your shadow aspect that you should work on is your greediness, and especially greediness towards your material wealth. You don't understand how to work with your either money or resources here. Resources as time, for example, because if you spend too much time on one little thing and then in the end you left with like if you have only 7 hours for your work and 5 of them you spend on doing one little thing, then in 2 last hours you need to do 5-hour workload. So here it is like lack of stability. And the Tower moment that is going to happen in the closest future will show you that you have an illusion of stability, and the instruments that you used earlier to maintain your emotions and desires, as if it were alcohol or other instruments that like allow you to change your perspective on the world artificially. So those instruments doesn't work anymore. You are leveling up. You are going into absolutely new level of success for yourself, and it is important for you to change your ways, start to changing your coping mechanisms, and to look more straightforwardly on your own understanding and issues connected to your financial situation, or issues connected to your discipline and distribution of resources such as time, you know. Actually, I just started to think about examples. What other resources we have? Money, time, and any other material resource. maybe power of our body also. And now I want to use some Rebecca Campbell oracles to see what other recommendations there are for you. And we have 3 cards. Hyreth, longing for home, homesick for the stars. That's so beautiful. It's so pink and deep. I love it. I'm sorry, defenseless, writing past wrongs, uprooting. And cracked open, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. I can see here a recommendation to connect to your home, to the people whom you're considering your home, or to your homeland if it's possible for you. If you are in your homeland with your people, maybe it can be like this emphasis on working with the energy in your home. Again, it's our material representation, right? Our space that we're living in, and maybe doing some changes in your environment will help you to connect to this material energy that is right now disrupted in you. With cracked open, I see that it is like straightforward message that it's time to change. The time for changes has come already. You cannot acting in an old way, waiting for the new results. You know, this very important idea. And with I'm sorry, this is a message for you to go through the ritual of forgiveness towards yourself. You have to ask yourself for forgiveness for the actions that cause you judging for yourself. If it is connected again to your money and other resources, then you have to ask yourself for forgiveness for being so reckless with those resources, or for inability to control yourself better because you really want to do it but you don't know how. It's definitely something that will help you to connect to your shadow part. And it is not a very easy job to do, especially if you are a person who loves to control everything. Understanding that you did a mistake and understanding that you have to ask yourself for forgiveness can be very difficult for you. And from the Rose Oracle we have for you today, Rose without thorns, you have a right to your joy, peace, sweetness of life. Because after this message with I'm sorry, I see for some of you this energy, as I said, that it's difficult for you to demonstrate yourself love and forgiveness. And this card, it just reinforces this message that you have to bring more self-compassion and create more actions that will talk about your personal love towards yourself. Be more calm and rest. Rest without thinking that you have to do something more today. Rest with understanding that you deserve to receive your joy for today. You did such a huge job. Those cards, success, zebra, our 10 of cups, they tell me that you did such a huge job before it. As I said, you were manifesting, you were creating in the real world, you were doing absolutely everything that you can. And right now it is time to slow down with the tension that you experienced before. It's time to receive and it's time to rest. You can continue working, of course, it's important, but not in the same way as you did before. Situations come and go, we change, right? And right now it is the different situation. You cannot go with the same pace absolutely every day, every time. It's impossible. You are a human and you are a piece of nature, creature of nature, lol. So from the Witch Oracle we also have for you, Kali, step into unknown, do not be afraid. And unknown is for you this absolutely new way of self-care, new way of working, Because if before you worked, let's say it's just a metaphor, okay, 12 hours, now you need to learn how to work with your heart and head. And another card for you is Moonbeam. You are on the right path. This is just another beautiful connection to your Ten of Cups and to the fact that you're doing absolutely everything right. And don't be scared and don't be afraid that those new changes force you to do new actions. And from the Fairy Oracle, we have for you today stargazing. When you gaze at the stars, you give yourself fairy focus. Your intuition will flow more freely and reveal what you need to know about your situation. Stargazing, I believe, is just one of the possible meditations that you can try to implement in your life. I love this energy of stars here because I felt that I want to use Starseed Oracle for you, and of course the stargazing card. So I believe that stars and energy of stars could be very beneficial for you these days, and maybe you can try to do rituals that are connected to stars and moonbeam that will help you to restore your connection to intuition, because overwhelming of the emotions can actually block your comprehension of your own intuition here. Thank you for being with me, dear group number 3. I believe that those were all messages for you today. If something resonated in you and you like the style how I read, please support my channel by commenting, liking, subscribing, and of course sharing with others of my work. I'd be very, very thankful for you if you will help me in this way, because I'm a new channel and YouTube can understand that I'm interesting channel and that my work is worth something. Only due to your actions. So absolutely thank you for being with me here, and see you next readings. Bye. Hi group 4, you chose this Howlite Moon and Cat Tarot deck with the Two of Wands, beautiful kitten. And considering those energies that you were drawn to, I want to tell you that you experiencing right now a new beginning, and it is like a gate for the new era of your self-fulfillment. Because our one's suit represents desire and passion, and of course this little kitten represents how new you are to this situation. It is something that you didn't experience before, and it can be overwhelming because you are not sure what is waiting for you. You might be really afraid, and you might start overthink a lot. Even if you're excited and you want to receive some blessings, still you are not sure, and you might even block manifestation of your desires because you are so scared. And I want to look at some oracle cards to look deeper into what's happening right now in your situation. First card for you is Waning Gibbous. Count your blessings. And this moon represents acceptance, gratitude, and sharing. So it is important for you to stop for some time and already appreciate and be grateful for what you did before you were able to open this new door for yourself. Because putting more attention towards your achievements will help you to balance your energy, because right now you're putting too much energy and thoughts into your goals that you want to achieve in the future, and you forget to appreciate what you already done. Next card will represent your strengths or weaknesses in current situation. Let's see what this wild unknown oracle has for you. And we have Fire Ant in upright position, so it is your strong side in this situation. Because ants cannot survive alone, they always exist in their ant society. I see here that it is your power to work with others here, and ability to be disciplined and work towards common goal. So you might not be too conscious about how you communicate with others, exactly considering your current situation. You can actually use your communication with others, and you can use help from others. as you help them, they will be ready and happy to help you, so don't be afraid to ask for help from others. An additional card for you we have from our Prism Oracle. Trust, with blue color and this little heart in the middle. I love it so much. It actually beautifully connects to the energy that I just read in the fire ant, because blue color is connected to the throat chakra, and of course with the message of trust and this heart inside. I see here this need to communicate with others and need to trust others that they can help you going through this current situation. It can be some person that you know and who is close to you, or it actually can be just acquaintance. But if you will be, if you allow yourself to be vulnerable and if you allow yourself to be sincere near them, they can help you with their energy and just acceptance from the other person, just understanding that they get what you're trying to say, maybe expressing your thoughts and anxious ideas. But what is most important here, only after their consent, right? Please don't do it in a way that might harm others. If you know that this person ready to listen to you, you can ask them, oh, I have this worries about my work. Could we please talk about it if it's not difficult for you right now, if you have some resource, some psychological mental resource for it. This is really important. In this way, if you will ask like this, then person will demonstrate you their understanding, and it would be enough for you to regain your confidence and strength. And now we're going to use the tarot deck that you decided to choose today with this cat. Funny energy, actually. It's very kind energy in this deck. To look deeper into your situation and to see what suggestions Spirit has for you, how to survive your current situation, how to go through it with the best result for you. And first card is Strength, which of course is a good omen already. Knight of Cups, the Hierophant, Queen of Wands and Queen of Pentacles, the Fool, Wheel of Fortune, and Eight of Wands. So Spirit says that your strength, your power in this situation is exactly the full energy. It's the energy of someone who has no idea what is waiting for them in the future. Sorry, it's just one of the most adorable Fool cards that I have. So the Fool, what is their power? They don't overthink, they don't think at all, and they are not afraid to go where their desire lead them. And I see a connection here with this Two of Wands energy, because you are like a kitten, unexperienced in this new endeavor, and rather than expecting for the worst and expecting that like your old maybe behaviors can repeat themselves in this new situation, or that something bad definitely should happen because it's too difficult to accept that something good can happen, no matter how the situation looked from the first perspective. So rather than expecting worse, you should not expect absolutely anything. Like, be as open-minded as possible here. And of course, you can try to expect with the Wheel of Fortune and Knight of Cups that you will gain positive feelings from this, and that your interest and curiosity will be fulfilled with answers that will allow you to increase your wiseness and knowledges. With this Knight of Cups, and those owls, they represent, of course, wise energy. In the moment where our King or Knight of Cups fulfill his interest here. And interest is our first and primal positive emotion, actually, positive feeling, positive desire. Not many people understand it. When we say positive emotions, we think about love, tenderness, happiness, However, interest is the primary positive feeling, and without this feeling, the other feelings cannot arise. And Wheel of Fortune is like foretelling you that you will be able to enjoy the process of this new beginning if you will stop waiting for, as I said, the worst. With Hierophant, I see their suggestion for you to be open for new lessons in your life, for new revelations. Some insightful energy can happen when you will go towards your new path, again without overthinking. If you will be ready to enjoy the process, and you will put all your attention towards the process, not towards what might happen in the future or what happened in the past. I'm afraid that it may repeat itself. Because with this Eight of Wands here, we see that this cat is playing with leaves, and this cat is so focused on what's happening right now, 100%. They express all their emotions. They definitely don't afraid to be to look stupid, you know. Definitely it's not about cats. So I see here this strong recommendation to learn how to enjoy the process that you're going through. Of course, for some of you, maybe I feel here that those messages could sound a little harsh in a way that maybe this new endeavor provide negative feelings to you. And it's difficult for you to understand how you can enjoy this process. But the process of discovering, the process of finding new ways how to survive, how to find the solution here can be joyful for you if you will put your perspective towards understanding that what you're doing right now is only for the better of you, of yourself, and of your close ones, and that you actually can be proud of yourself, that right now you're not suffering somewhere in the hidden corner, but you're actually doing actions, you're going forward, you're trying your best. And those important positive emotions can help you to overcome your anxiety here. With two queens that happen to be near each other, Queen of Wands and Queen of Pentacles, I see that it is more like a representation of what energy you will gain after you will start to accept your situation more here. And here we can see Queen of Wands, usually she's represented as a fiery energy, right? That's going that's going further, that's going straight forward and doing what she wants. But here we can see that she's resting because she already did a lot. She already worked towards her desires, she expressed her emotions, and now it's time for her to rest. And with Queen of Pentacles on the opposite side, we see here that she's working because she's trying to find her treat. And she is very clever, Queen of Pentacles, and she will be able to take this treat out of this puzzle. So I believe that going through this process of learning and understanding your emotions better and accepting of this situation and finding a way how to see more positive perspective in this situation, you'll be able to increase your energies overall, and you will learn where you need to rest and where you need to work. So this balance between those two energies will bring you more confidence, and you will be able to represent yourself as an adult and wise figure that gained knowledge and even gained some personal evolution after accepting this new path. And we have additional suggestions for you from our oracles here. And the first card on how to overcome, how to go through this new situation and new feelings would be Hecate. Change is important, release the past. This is a recommendation to look at your new situation from new perspective. Even if something didn't work in the past for you, as I said, don't be afraid that you will repeat those actions or behaviors. Even if you will repeat them, it doesn't mean that you cannot help yourself after it. However, I see here that all those energies tell me that you already did such a big job with count your blessings also. And maybe you lacked in the past exactly this support from others that you can right now use very consciously. I mean that you can use it because you know that it can help you. Even if you don't like to communicate with others a lot about your problems, but here you will be able to do it because now you understand the power of community, the power of other people and energies. Or you will learn to understand it through this current situation. And another card for you is True North. Stay true to yourself. I see it's like important supportive message for you that you're doing everything right, even right now. And you know inside yourself what is the truth. So even if it's stormy right now, don't lose the sight of your idea and why you are doing this. Like, what was the purpose of those changes? Not like what you want to achieve in the future, but the reasons why you decided to achieve it. Let's see what we have in our light blue oracle of Starseed Oracle. Inner Earth, you'll survive this. New solutions and beginnings. I actually don't know how I can comment it because it's just reinforces everything that I said right now, right? And from Rose Oracle, we have for you Morning Dew, clarity, a fresh start, a positive outlook. Yes, wait for positive outlook. It is a fresh start. It is new morning in your life. Every day is different. So it is a metaphor on your new path that it should not repeat itself. Don't be afraid that you will act as before. I'm repeating it, but I believe this is the main message here for you today. And Sub Rosa, hidden in plain sight, mysterious, learning and teaching. This is the fact that you should communicate with teachers. You should ask for help, and you should search for help from those who already went through the same situation. And of course, don't forget about your connection to mysteries, to mystic part of your life. Maybe some rituals that can help you to increase your intuition and to decrease your thought processes can also be very beneficial for you. Additional card is music here, and I see that music can be the instrument that will work with your unconscious. So it would be like you can use, for example, different meditative music when you sleep, when you meditate, or try to find a music that will just resonate in your heart, and try to change music. Like, not focus only on one type, but every day try to listen something new, and it can help on unconscious level to shift your energies and to start accepting new ways of thinking here. I feel that it is important also to draw some cards from Self-Oracle deck, because with those recommendations that start with music, I see that there might be some suggestions from Spirit that will help you to go through those energies more like from the supportive perspective. What I mean by this is not only working on your current situation and thinking about it and meditating on it, but also doing some other actions that will, on the background, work towards your confidence and towards your acceptance of situation. Okay, we have music again, and now it is so important to stress it for you, my dear group number 4. If you are a person who connected to music, this could be a strength, like this could be a super strong sign for you that everything will be all right, that your job, like your production of music, is blessed, literally. If you are afraid, like what results you will gain, don't be scared. It doesn't matter what you will gain right now. Your path towards music is blessed. For those of you who do not produce music or who do not work with music, still, this is like double reinforcement of the idea that music has hidden messages for you. And there are so many different types of music. To be honest, for me, like I am really connected to music, not only because I try to play piano, for example, or sing, but also because with music I totally control all my mood and all my emotions. In the morning, for night, I listen to these binaural beats, right? I might be wrong, but it's for good sleep. In the morning I listen meditation music and meditate, and during the breakfast I listen to some uplifting music, and before I go to sleep I listen to lo-fi music, and during the day I just search for something new and inspiring. My ADHD is extremely happy when we find something new in the music, and I listen so many different types of music. So if you are also a music lover, if you love music, please consider searching for new ways how you can implement music in your life, because if you love music, it's not just randomly happening, it's because your soul is connected to this way of self-representation. And if you don't love music, well, it's time to search a new way how to work with the messages from your soul. Another card for you is aromatherapy. It's so beautiful. I love it so much. And you know what I love also? That we have here, first what I saw was this orange here. So oranges and citruses are connected to the energy of optimism. And I believe that if you will use some lemon or orange aromas, you can help yourself to look more positive towards your current situation. I definitely, every time when I feel a little down, I use lemon oil and soak in a bath. Just do this today. Just try to do this today. If you don't have a bath, try to do bath for your feet. And when you will do this, try to create an intention to cleanse your energy and to gain more clarity in your current situation, and to calm yourself, of course, definitely. And I just saw that I didn't turn my mic. That's so sad. But sometimes it happens. I was very excited to read your energy, group number 4. That's why I even didn't turn my mic on. Let's see, I want to throw another card for you, to be honest. I just feel like it. Ooh. And we have absolutely interesting energy here with the number 44 and sex. And you can try to actually connect all those suggestions for self-care. And sex, of course, not talking about only connection with other person, but it could be also connection with yourself. And again, it should not talk only about sexual desire and sexual pleasure. It talks about gaining pleasure with your body, right? So if you do not like sex, that can mean that you can just try to appreciate your body as a material representation of your soul in this world, and you can try to give yourself those pleasurable emotions by touching yourself, by maybe doing a massage, by exploring your body in a new way. while doing aromatherapy, listening to music, and soaking in a bath. This would be like triple kill. No, actually quadruple. Thank you for being with me. I love your energy so much today, group number 4. Thank you for allowing me to read your energy. And also, if something resonated in you in this reading, I want to ask you, please communicate with my channel by leaving me a comment, liking, subscribing, and of course sharing my work with others. Only your response to my work will help me to grow faster, because YouTube understands that my work is interesting only when you interact with it. And see you in next readings. Bye.